I traveled quite a lot from Menominee. That's where I worked. And obviously, if you've been there to a reservation, it is like, you know, luscious woods everywhere. So if you're 100-degree weather there, you can't tell. In Oneida, I think that's why also our clients are more susceptible. I lived in a housing unit, and it's awesome that they created, you know, these housing units and everything, but literally they just gave me 2 trees. So my house was like a boiling point. It literally was super hot. I couldn't grow anything. My grass was straw. So, and I knew the entire neighborhood was like that because we were just given a house on a plain lot. And so to me, it goes back to environment. Like, if are we prepared? You know, that's what I said. So actually, my dad came over and he planted like 20 cedars and pines in the back. I ended up moving, and they're really, really tall right now. But and that was his, when he first moved into his home, that's the first thing he did. And it was to block the wind during the winter and then to shade during the summer. And I don't think our community is ready for that, or don't think about that, because we're half urban. Okay, so we have some, majority of my particular clients live in Green Bay. It's hot, they're in a stuffy apartment, and then maybe the other half might live in Oneida, but do they know that planting more trees and, you know, for the warm and for the cold would be, you know, benefits health-wise for everybody. So that's what I always think of right away too, is those extreme temperatures and how we can help and maybe prepare. I know it's simple. It's simple to me. It's like, let's plant some more trees. But it made sense because that's exactly what I did when I determined the struggles. So climate change in general, it just poses, I guess, dangerous situations for my clients because of lack of resources.
I think that's the big thing with community health is, of all the issues that we have, if it's obesity, smoking, chronic disease, it's never, you can never point your finger and say, all obesity would be cured if we just gave all these kids footballs. It's targeting every little factor that's playing into it, whether it's, all right, fishing is declining because we don't have that food source, or there's not enough playgrounds for the kids to get outside and play. I think climate change can play the same kind of factors that, where is climate change good? Or is climate change making people more active, or is it helping our community health? No, but it's one of those factors that we want to target, or that we don't, not necessarily are able to target, but we want to realize that it is a factor that plays into community health, whether it be a really large role or a really small role, but just recognizing that it does affect it on each level, like they're talking about, whether it's getting too hot out for someone to play, or if it's diminishing our fishing resources or our water resources, that at some level it is playing and affecting community health. Not everyone's 50 years of age, and not everyone has the knowledge of what has happened in the past. Yeah, I can go online and look at the NOAA website and see what the temperatures were, what the lake levels were, but a verbal description of what the land used to be like, because coming in, someone moves in from down south, or it's just a younger person, they don't necessarily know what the land used to be like, so it's hard to have a comparison points. I've been alive for 24 years, what do I know about climate change? It's only been 24 years. So I think it's important to have that knowledge of what the history is about, because as Butch is saying, not just being reactive, but being proactive. You have to know what has happened in the past to make the future better.